It's the most epic way you've seen someone quit a relationship. I'm not sure which one of us this puts in a bad light, but here it goes. Eons ago, when I was in my 20s, I was in a long-term relationship with what these days we would call a malignant narcissist. Back then we just used the word asshole. All the classic signs were there. The gaslighting, the controlling, the cutting off from friends and family, the works. The guy was continuously losing jobs while I was going to university full-time. Working full-time and trying to deal with his BS. Some of my fondest memories were coming home from work or school or both, typing up resumes for him while he sat on his ass criticizing me the whole time. Unfortunately, I had grown up in a very abusive environment and would accept all this as normal for a while. Unfortunately, I was very black and white in what I would and would not put up with, namely no domestic violence and no cheating. I should have just left it at abuse, but then we would have broken up after 15 minutes and then I wouldn't have this lovely story to tell. So comes the day when he announces he's having an affair with a 19-year-old girl from his gym. He said he wanted to see her and that he still wanted to live together and he wanted me to win him back. What the F? He thought I would just put up with it like everything else. But I'm true to my word. And he badly misread social cues. Should have been an indication of sociopathy right there. He viewed himself as a prize, a reward to be sought after. I blocked. He said if I didn't like it, I could leave. And he threatened me if I left. He was a big, imposing guy. I was a tiny woman in my 20s, but I was in full self-righteous anger mode, so I decided to take my chances. Unfortunately, we worked in the same company. I know. Really bad idea. I was a scientist, he was in shipping and receiving. Several different things happened around the same time. I found out he boinked about half the San Francisco Bay Area the whole time we were together. Both women and men. Was a shock to me too. I never knew he swings that way. He met someone we'll call Gemma. He told me at work that they got together, had a really good time, and were going to see each other again. Of course, my reaction was, what the F makes you think I want to hear about this? Lastly, he began stalking me, harassing me, and threatening friends of mine. He would not stop. Out of the blue, one day, I hear Gemma wanted to speak with me. And always being an eager participant in my own self-debasement, I agreed. She told me a very different story than what my ex told me. My ex has a Gemma. She told me just enough things that my ex says and does that I knew she wasn't lying. We talked. I told her about the stalking and that I had been considering a restraining order. Gemma really urged me to get one because she really wanted to serve the papers. A week later, it's all set. Gemma shows up at work and asks for my ex. My ex greets him all chipper, not knowing the shit that was about to rain down on him. Gemma says, "Consider yourself served," hands him the papers, and walks off. But it gets better. I had all this done on what would have been our 4-year anniversary. Nothing better than a nice hot serving of karma. And that moment is still seared into my memory so many years later. You may like